Okie dokie. Oh, hi there. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It is day 6. Fire Red Leaf Green. Also, I don't need your sass, Haley. You can talk now, by the way, if you want. Welcome, everyone. Yes, the Butterfree is still here. We've expanded our team a little bit. We've got 6 Pokemans now. Sorry for saying you'd see me on Tuesday. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that was an odd comment. I'm like, doesn't Luxray know I stream on Sunday? Alright, so last time we finished gym numero 4. And now we're gonna do the Rocket Game Corner. I also probably don't remember how to get through the Rocket Game Corner, but we're gonna try. How bad could it be, right? Who needs escape rope when you have dig? Alright, let's duel! What nerve? What nerve do you have for running this operation? Running a casino? Who would do such a thing? By the way, this stream is sponsored by DraftKings. Just kidding. Honestly, at this point, do these gambling companies even need to gamble anymore? Like, I feel like at this point, if you haven't heard about, like, DraftKings or Sportsbook or things like that, like, you're never gonna gamble. I already made that joke? Yeah, of course I already made that joke. Repeating my terrible jokes is just part of the job. And don't forget, DK, have it your way. You roll. A hidden lava cookie when you sequence break to not go through the SSN? I cannot say I knew about that. I imagine there's probably a lot of things I don't know. Do you guys think I can get a safe switch? Actually, let's do Eevee. My research has me evolving Jolteon at level 30 and Vulpix at level 29. So as to not, like, tediously wait forever, but to still get something. I don't even know what that something is, that's just the numbers I wrote down. Who are you? How did you get here? Who's gonna beat the water type? Who needs a water type? Who said anything about water types? Every team doesn't need a water type, do they? My team is perfect. Perfection itself. Except the part where I became confused. Only Hoenn gets the water types? Exactly. What do we have against the water types? They're wet. And I don't like getting wet. I also am deep water phobic. It's kind of the point. Yeah, well, maybe I just don't like wet. You ever think of that? You needed to trade a Pokemon with cut to a game that hasn't gone through the SSN, then fight Koga and get Surf. You can then find the truck from the Mew rumors. Under it is a lava cookie. Am I being lied to? I'm dissing just the diss. I like dissing. Just like Jaden McDaniels did last night to the Denver Nuggets. Nope, it's real. How am I gonna surf? With skill and precision. Gotcha, you don't know. Hey, I never said I don't know. I have carefully and meticulously planned my team out for the entire game. I've probably put more planning into this team than any other team in the history of me playing this game. Or me in the history of playing Pokemon. You guys think I could just, like, win this battle? Nope. Okay, but what if I do it again? The Penguins got one back. Yeah, if only they got one back 1,800 quadrillion games ago. We could have started out 1-0. Hashtag save Butterfree. Yeah, that's a lot of work for a lava cookie. I'll take your word for it, but also, that's a lot of work for a lava cookie. Oh no. Oh no, we gonna die. Okay. Who was out before? It was Biscuit, right? Oh no, we're gonna get even more poisoned! But it's a lava cookie? Yes. The lava cookie. Yeah, last night was a very bittersweet night of sports. Also, why does this guy have so many Pokemon? Bloody hell. Because, like, yeah, my Penguins won, but they're still down 1-3. And yeah, my Timberwolves won, but Anthony Edwards hyperextended his knee. Dante DiVincenzo has an Achilles tear. It's just like, well, it's doomed. Oh, I didn't mean to hit dig there. Oopsies. My bad. It's okay. It was calculated. I was just dodging Supersonic. I was re-rolling my RNG so that I could crit with Slash, because for some reason I wasn't going to one-shot the first time. When people say you're on a tear, that's not what they mean. Yep. Take Butterfree to the league. Think you can reach the boss? Set? Is set gonna make me do push-ups? I think only Haley here understands that joke. Another moonstone. I think that's like my third moonstone. Wait, what's TM12? Haunt. Useless. That is what it is. It is useless! Alright, why does this seem like the first time I have to actually make a real decision? Probably because it is. Down doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Interesting. Interesting. All of that for a super potion. That kind of seems like a ripoff. For some reason, this seemed way more intimidating when I was a kid. It helps that you can see more compared to red and blue. True. Wait, it said what on screen? What did it say on screen? I wasn't paying attention.
It said the name Taunt, you dumb bitch.
Oh.
Sorry, YouTube.
This is why I can't set my vids or my YouTube stuff to made for kids. Because Haley can't bite her tongue.
Yeah, well, you. Oh shit, I can't say it. Huh.
Maybe you should
Not
stop
cut
while you're behind.
Huh? I'm not cut out for this life.
I mean, at this point, I think we've established that I am no longer targeting a kid audience, and I'm targeting internet boomers like myself. Stop while you're behind, so you're on equal footing. Bam. Da-da-da-da-damn. Those spin puzzles are awful? Not really. Why did you come here? Where did you come here? Who did you come here? Huh? Alright. We're gonna duel for honor and glory. We could win this, right? Vulpix can beat a level 19 rat. It's a rat. Better have a burn hill for that one. I think the Rattata needs a burn hill. Ooh, tank it! Vulpix is like, yes, sir! Kick that table. Yes, sir! Actually, I think it's the other way around. Kick that table! Yes, sir! Probably nobody knows that, what I'm referencing there. If somebody actually knows what I'm referencing, you get, like, giga bonus points. Is this finally where the baboon evolves? Do you need to know the reference? No. It probably is something that I know. I don't think I would have ever done it on stream. Well, played the relevant video game on stream. Baboon is evolving.
Hey, Life is Strange?
Yeah, how do you know?
How do you know that shit?
How do you know that shit?
What do you mean? How do you know? You're a
How do
normie.
How do you know?
What the? Okay, I used to fuck with Life is Strange.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
You know.
Because I played Life is Strange.
What? I think you'd be into this with a game.
I mean, it got a lot of renown back at the time it came out. And I watched Odd One play it, and I was like, I want to play it, so I played it.
Because I heard you, and I was thinking, I swear I've heard it. I can't.
And then...
I just remember him running. Going, yes, sir.
And then it was one of Odd One's subscription sound bites for, like, literally a decade after that. It still might be, honestly. Because I just remember him, like, cracking up over that. Like, he kept rewinding time just to keep repeating it. He was like, this is just so stupid. What's better, guys? Fury Swipes or Rage? Probably Fury Swipes, no? You'd say Rage? Really? Someone else said Fury Swipes, if you can tank the hits. Yeah, but can I tank the hits? I don't even remember what I had for its final moveset. Maybe I should look that up. What did I have? Okay, neither move is on its final moveset, so... it probably doesn't really matter. I'm gonna stick with Fury Swipes. Yeah, Life is Strange is one of the first games I actually have, like, I have it 100%ed on Steam. It was probably like the second or third game I 100%ed. Unfortunately, it seems like that was kind of a one-hit wonder, and then Square decided to milk it for nostalgia after that point. Because it seems like all the Life is Strange things that came out after did not perform anywhere near as well. Apparently they just released like a sequel with Max and Chloe like in the past year. I've got a pretty good team for a Venusaur user? What's that supposed to mean? Sounds like you're discriminatory towards Venusaurs, like, oh, he's a Venusaur user, but I guess your team's not that bad. For a Venusaur user. Yeah, I never played past the first Life is Strange. I think someone bought me the... There was like some other game involving Chloe or something that a friend a long time ago bought for me, but I never played it. My interest in the franchise is very low. Like, I liked Life is Strange, but to me it was like a one-hit wonder. Didn't really need to go on beyond that. Team has decent synergy to cover its weaknesses. Yeah. I know you weren't actually being insulting. I saw your comment, like, I got a meme on it. The way the comment, like, read in my head the first time I read it, I'm just like, yeah. Venusaur users. Ugh. Disgusting. I mean, Life is Strange is just one of those things that seem to, like, hit the right kind of audience that, you know, would make infinite internet posts about it. But the game was also, like, pretty solid on its own merit, so, like, most people who played it were still gonna enjoy it. Frustration. You gravitate towards Bulbasaur because of its Mega. I always liked Bulbasaur. It was like my OG. Loved it from the beginning, still love it. If I go down... Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm on the 3rd floor, right? Or am I on the 4th? This leads nowhere, right? Hold on. I got this. Its Mega gets Thick Fat? Yo, that's actually pretty good. For some reason, I didn't know that off the top of my head. If you use frustration at all, you're a monster, intentionally making your Pokemon hate you. Maybe I'm just a Lopunny fan.
Me too, bro.
Your team was Venusaur, Pidgeot, Ninetales, Jolteon, Sandslash, Lapras. That's astoundingly similar to my team. It's a solid team, though. Hard to not like it. I guess at this point, I can't really hide the fact that I'm obviously using Jolteon, since the nickname kind of gives it away. Maybe I should have, like, held the nickname and, like, gone back and nicknamed it later. But, this is actually the first time I think I've ever used Jolteon in a playthrough. So it's kind of interesting. I'm excited to try it out. It's possible I may have used it like once a very, very long time ago and I just don't remember. Yeah, I guess the Vaporeon and Vulpix also give it away. Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to reusing Pokemon. The only reason I'm not using Vaporeon is because Haley really wanted to use it. Come to think of it, I don't know if we've actually updated them on your team at all in a while, have we, Haley? Your team. I don't think anybody knows what your team even is at this point.
I thought you didn't want me spoiling.
Well, do you have anything new on your team?
I got weed.
What? Pardon?
Got Oddish.
Oddish. Well, we also know there's no way in hell you would use Flareon, so I guess
Yes.
you being
even though its sprite in this generation is totally cute.
It's like, guess that makes it obvious.
Yeah, I got weed.
Haley's an Oddish fan, which, honestly, Oddish is a pretty awesome Pokemon. I've never actually used it, but I like Vileplume and Bellossom both. Oh yeah, Vulpix is taking down some thugs all by itself. Hero of the people. It's here somewhere. Well, thanks for that. Black glasses. Do I actually have anyone that uses dark moves? I mean, I'm trying to get Eevee to bite. Which is why I'm waiting to evolve it. I think. Maybe. Possible. You know, I think Eevee needs some shades. Don't you guys think Eevee would look good with shades? Yeah, if I were ever to make my Super Giga Ultra ROM hack, Flareon would definitely get some rebalancing. I would make Flareon infinitely better. If I ever go back and do proper thumbnails for the VODs, just stick black glasses over Eevee. Yeah, I probably won't do that. It's a funny idea, though. I've been indecisive on my thumbnail strategy, but I think I'm gonna just stick with the paint thumbnails. I think they kind of have some fun character to them. I'm planning on giving Jolteon well, I don't actually have it on my spreadsheet, but I'm pretty sure my strategy was to give Shockwave to Jolteon. I think that was my strategy. Shadow Ball? I don't feel like grinding that at the game corner. And if I did, I think I would give Shadow Ball to a different Pokemon. Oh no, I dropped the lift key. Oh no. I did entertain Rain Dance. I'm definitely gonna probably teach it Thunder later. I don't know if Rain Dance will really fit into the equation, but it's at least a thought I've had. Long live the Microsoft Paint thumbnails. I mean, you guys like them, right? Right? Because I could change strategies, but I think the paint thumbnails are fun. Like, there's like a level of creativity to them that makes me feel like I'm actually doing something. But also keeping my workload minimized. Because they don't actually take too much effort. Yeah, I could buy the coins, but that implies I have enough money to buy the coins. I'm not made of money! Think of the money, you baboons! It's money we could be investing! Thumbnails have a super charmery that says Ian. What? Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. That's actually pretty creative. Sandshrew. Sandslash. Nani? Training Pokemon is hard. Use the VS Seeker. True. I'm actually thinking that between this stream and the next one, I'm probably gonna do some grinding. Just for reasons. How can you not see the beauty of our evil? Because it's pretty mundane. I mean, your uniforms are just black with an R on it. I've seen sports jerseys with more personality than those uniforms. Get 'em, Biscuit. Alright, so we give Eevee shades, and we give Sandslash a cowboy hat. Biscuit. What do we give Butterfree? Some sparkles? Butterfree a bow on her head? Oh yeah, that could be cute. Or even just like a bow tie. I feel like it could sport a bow tie. The bow on like one of her antennae though would be pretty neat. I think that'd be a solid look. One of my party members would have to get like that mystery dungeon scarf that gets wrapped around or whatever. I feel like you give Primeape like a pipe. He's got a lot of little pipe coming out of him. Alright, do you guys think... Nah, I think we could switch in Eevee for EXP, but we gotta, like... We gotta whittle it down a little bit here. Alright. And now it's gonna live with, like, 2 HP. Right? And then we're gonna swap in Eevee to get some EXP. Or we could just do Vulpix again. Vulpix probably needs the EXP more. Mario Kart would be a fun stream game. I'm not opposed to it, I just don't know. I feel like that'd be something we'd want to get viewers involved in. I guess I would have to do like a poll to see if we could even get a gang of people together for that. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of people who have the Switch 2 in my community. I could be wrong about that, though. Alright, it is time! For your insolence, you will feel a world of pain. We duel. It's a shame, since these games are so old, but Giovanni, like, really needs his own boss music. Would you play Mario Kart World, Young Citrus, if I did like a community stream of it? Rhyhorn. Alright, let's get Eevee out there to sap some EXP. Oof! Oof! Eee! It's okay, mission accomplished successfully. EXP converted over. Kangaskhan. Alright, the real question is, can Eevee tank Kangaskhan shot? I feel like that's optimistic. Maybe we go Vulpix? Vulpix should be able to tank. That'd be fun. I mean, I imagine it would be fun if we could actually get people to do it. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying I'm skeptical I can make it happen. But I'll tuck that one away in the back of my mind. Now that Haley doesn't have to work Friday nights, it'd be cool to try to make a repo night happen again. I feel like Mario Kart is one of those games where the formula was like fully perfected with Mario Kart 8. And it's like, alright, now you just kinda... You almost need to like turn it into like a live service kind of game. I feel like multiplayer games that have a lifespan on them are just like... not it anymore. A modded Wii. Wait, there's more battles? Nani? Been replaying Gens 3 through 5, and you say you've been enjoying Emerald a lot more than Sinnoh. So I understand your preference for it. Yeah, BDSP did a real hurting on my preconceived perspective on 4th gen. And now I don't know if it's like I just like 4th gen because of nostalgia reasons, or if I've just come to realize that 4th gen was not what I remembered it as. I also think 3rd gen had like the charm of like 4th gen and 5th gen was technically still like 2D graphics, but 3rd gen was like a little bit more, how do I explain it? It's got like that retro vibe. Although nowadays I don't even know what retro really is. But you know, like it's like more pixelated and everything's just a little bit faster. I think the speed of 3rd gen feels infinitely better than the speed of 4th gen. Retro is the Wii U. Exactly. Like, I don't know, when I think retro, I think like the NES, you know? And I didn't even grow up with the NES. That was before my time. Also, welcome back to stream, Zekra, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in 18 quadrillion years. Definitely been a hot minute. Yeah, I remember speed being like a real net negative for 4th gen. I know Platinum improved the speed, But yeah. Nothing like real. I feel like third gen, more than any other gen, had like enough character that like you weren't just having to use your imagination for what was going on, but also it like managed to keep speed in a way that the newer games couldn't accomplish. Because the newer games got like a little too realistic. Maybe realistic isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. You definitely notice it when you take down your first Blissey. Yeah. Blissey was particularly bad. Alright, back to the Lavender Tower we go. We got our Sylph Scoop. Do I think the Penguins will come back? Nah. They won the last game, but I didn't see enough in that game to be convinced that they're mounting some miracle comeback. I'm not really sure what happened between the regular season and the postseason, but... Or if the Flyers just had the Penguins' number. Sometimes that happens. Now, am I gonna cheer them all the way? Yeah, I am. I really had a lot of fun with them this season, and I don't think a pitiful playoff performance at the end should take away from that. But, yeah. Still a pretty bittersweet ending to it all. If the slowness was tightened up and optimized, yeah. I think if I used to question, like, my quote-unquote ambitious dream for a super-duper ROM hack that combines the first 4 gens together. I used to think that, I was like, well, would I want to build that on the 3rd gen engine or the 4th gen engine? And I think the answer is I'd rather build it on the 3rd gen engine. Okay, this is unfortunate because I'm afraid to waste a turn sleeping it when I could just maybe catch it. Okay, good. Finally caught a stream. Used to watch me years ago on YouTube pre-capture card. I never actually used emulators for my YouTube channel. But yeah, glad I could be entertaining. If I ever went back and like revisited like Game Boy Advance games, if I stuck with the Super Skirmish channel, I probably would have started utilizing emulators for recording. You know what would be really nice to have right now? Byte. Oh well. At least BDSP didn't have the surf speed of Diamond and Pearl. True. Thankfully, there wasn't actually a lot of surfing in Diamond and Pearl. Like, could you imagine Diamond and Pearl surfing speeds in Hoenn? Holy moly, we would all die. The boredom would be out of this world. Eevee gets it at level 29. I thought it was level 30. Why did I have Eevee evolving at level 30? Eevee Fire Red. I had it evolving at level 30 because Bite is at level 30! You lie to me! Lies! Alright, what was I doing? Yeah, BDSP did fix some things, but then it made jumping off of ledges terrible. How they did that is impressive. If you'd be down for it, chat could help you build a Mega Skarmory team and champions. My interest in champions is very low, but I'm not, like, entirely opposed to that. I just don't know what how I feel about champions, right? Like, I never really liked competitive battling to begin with, and my time is already pretty limited as is. So it's like, do I really want to be burning time playing champions? I should have saved, huh? Can I run from this battle and come back to it? You cannot catch it? For real? For real, for real? It'll dodge the Pokeball? Huh. Crazy. That's kind of lame. Take Heart Gold, Soul Silver is aesthetically an improvement on Sinnoh, but the gameplay loop with Team Rocket is tiresome with them always having an underleveled Rattata, Coughing, and Zubat. Yeah, second gen, I think there's a lot of nostalgia for it, and it definitely did a lot of things right. But there was definitely also things that probably could have improved it. Again, the power of a golden ROM hack could do wonders for it, probably. It departed to the afterlife. Oh, what the? It's a gauntlet of rocket goons! For some reason I forgot this was a thing until I walked into the room. Zubat! That is not the term I would use for them, Awesome Mike, but it is funny. Get 'em, Biscuit. Will you seem like a fossil if you use Kappa? My man, I'm 32 years old and I'm streaming Pokemon. You can't possibly be more of a fossil than me. Ooh. I just wanted some EXP, man. I'm aware of the Pokemon Team Rocket Edition ROM hack, so it has crossed my mind to be like something that I could play later. Yes, talking it over as adults. Very menacing adults, but adults nonetheless. Well, more EXP for Vulpix, I guess. Dude, this is like the most useless move ever. How is that even like... Who thought about that move? Wow, you know what would be really useful right now? Bite! Outrunning errands, but wanted to stop in and say hi? How dare you prioritize living your life over watching me? That is just rude. It's just rude. Shut down, protect, and very common moves. I almost find that hard to believe. But you know what? Someone won with a level 1 Rattata, so I mean... What do I know? I guess sometimes you just gotta give the people options, right? You know, it's like 60 degrees out. I'm very shocked the ice cream truck is coming around right now. I'm like freezing my butt off. People like ice cream. I don't think I've ever actually seen someone get something from the ice cream truck. Like, I'm almost baffled how they stay in business. Can I tank another Hyper Fang or do I die here? I'd probably die. Ha! Critical hit. But you feel pretty stupid right about now, Rocket Grunt. Ice cream is tasty. I mean, I don't disagree, but now when I think of ice cream, I think I'm getting fat and I need to watch my calorie intake. Getting old sucks. was looking back on old VODs like a half a year ago to a year, because I had to, because Twitch was deleting them or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, I used to be so skinny. What happened to me? A sedentary life will do that to you. Yep, that's it. I have no one to blame but myself. Favorite Eevee evolution? We talked about that on Squawk with Scarm. I'll upload that video later in the week. Glaceon is the answer, though. Ian is the meme, like the meme that goes, hello, fellow kids. So I was actually reading before today's stream, and I found out an interesting tidbit. And I want to see if it's true, which it probably is, but I still want to verify. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Jolteon and Sylveon. I like Sylveon. Glaceon had the Flareon dilemma of it just sucked for a long time. But it's like carved out a niche for itself in some games. Like it was good in ZA competitive apparently. And it's had its ups and downs in Pokemon Unite, and I liked playing it in Unite, so my ability to use it in Unite, and it basically became my one trick in Unite that really increased my love of Glaceon. For the longest time it was Umbreon, but I've kind of soured on Umbreon for reasons that I don't feel like getting into on stream. Not that I like dislike Umbreon or anything, but it's just like I find it hard to feel attached to it. The American lifestyle and car culture. Yeah, I spend 5 hours a week in a car commuting to work. Oh, what the? Not gonna lie, I didn't have this one on my agenda. Do you guys think Confusion will one-shot? Poggers? Who says poggers in 2026? You know, I was very shocked recently when I was going back through old Pokemon parties to find that I used an Espeon in a walkthrough. I was like, wait, I did? Huh? I don't think I ever used Umbreon, though, right? I used Vaporeon, I used Espeon. Did I use any evolutions in Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Oh, I used Umbreon in Soul Silver? Okay. That doesn't surprise me. Poggers. Poggers. I like Sylveon a lot. I've been trying to convert Haley to the Church of Sylveon, but she's been a hard sell. Okay, I've been lied to. I read that there was something here where the old dude's at. Was that a lie? Huh. The guide I was reading said there's a Soothe Bell where Mr. Fuji was at. I've been lied to! And defeating the Team Rocket and Celadon and returning to Lavender Tower. Oh, maybe I need to, like, literally stand where he was at. There we go. Dude, that is so wild. Like, who would ever think to do this? I didn't know it was a thing either, Super Draco. Oh, yeah, I can just dig my way out of here now. Alright, so we have a couple options for where we're gonna go next. But I think we're gonna do the super spicy option. I'm gonna blow everyone's mind today. We're gonna go down to Route 12 and we're gonna work our way to Fuchsia that way. And once our journey begins, this playthrough will be forever changed. It will blow everybody's mind. You guys will be like, Ian, I didn't see that coming, and I'll be like, I know. You won't want to miss the rest of this stream. It will be glorious. It will be for Queen and country. I like this song. This is a good one. My Pokemon's dead. Here, have this TM. Did Haley leave me? No, Haley actually is still here. Somehow. Some way. You think we could 1v1 a Goldeen with Eevee? Oh, so hey, Corfish. Poliwag. Oh, what the wag? It just put me to Snoozy Land. You know what? Fine. I'm pretty sure I remember what you're talking about, Jared Punch. Problem is, like, as unhinged as some of the side quests were and how fun they were, I forgot, like, everything by now. That's why I really need to finish my ZA review before I forget the game. And I need to, like, get my Donkey Kong Bonanza review written, too, before I forget that game. Although, to be fair, I feel like there's not a lot to say about DK Bonanza. I've concluded that I want to, like, really tighten my reviews down and make them not super long. The ZA one will be long, but I think I want to, like, aim for 10 to 15 minute reviews. I feel like if you need the more than 10 or 15 minutes to explain to someone why a game is worth playing or not worth playing, you're probably doing it wrong. Right? Like, there's only so much you can... There's only so much that needs said. Like, I feel like it's easy to get, like, caught in the trap of, like, going on some intricate discussion of all the game's systems and details and whatnot, and then it's like... But was it fun? Yay or nay? Like, DK Bonanza was fun. We went, we bananaed, we did it for 100 hours, and it was fun. Oh. Ooh, this might be close. Okay, we're good, we're good. Godin entered. Oh yeah, my review for ZA was cut into parts. It's just that some of them were, like, really long. The DLC segment was, like, 9 minutes long, and I'm like, huh. I should go back and rewrite that segment. I'm probably gonna go back to my script and tighten it up and then, like, redo all the voice lines. I actually needed something out of Haley for the video, and she finally got around to doing it. So I feel like kind of motivated right now to go back and actually finish the video. Man, this kind of goes on a while. A lot more fishermen here than I thought. Poliwag. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? And I should have did this outside of battle. I've got these potions, right? I might as well use them. Wait, can I teach Thunder Wave to Eevee? Probably not, I would imagine. It would be useful if I could, though. What is my opinion on ZA, by the way? Well... Let's just hope that I can actually get that into a video. Probably would be better for you to actually see that in video format. I don't think Game Freak is tired of it. I think Game Freak has an identity crisis. But I think the worst of the identity crisis was, like, during 7th and 8th gen. I think Pokemon is finding its new identity. It's, like, getting there. It's just taking some time. I actually have a very highly positive opinion of ZA. But I also understand that there's a lot of problems with it. Yeah, I know you could teach it to Jolteon. I meant if I could teach it to Eevee. Like, I fell out of love with Pokemon probably around 7th to 8th gen. I mean, I think I was falling out of love with Pokemon even sooner than that, but, like, 8th gen was, like, rock bottom, right? That was where I was almost tapped out of Pokemon for good. And then Legends Arceus kind of saved it for me. I don't think Scarlet and Violet were objectively that great of games, but the multiplayer functionality made those games a lot of fun to play. So it's like, I had friends, thus I had fun. But ZA was a genuinely fun experience for me. Playing video games is kind of like... This is gonna be a weird analogy. It's kind of like a relationship, right? If you're sitting around and actually, like, thinking about everything that you like and don't like about it, that's probably a bad sign. Whereas if you're just, like, vibing with the game and having a good time and you're not thinking about why you like it or don't like it, that's a good sign that it's probably a good game. Not always, of course, but it's a good sign. I knew I was gonna get instantly poisoned. I just knew it. I'm like, yep, here it comes. It's okay. Poison Sting would have probably poisoned me anyway. See, that's the thing, like, that like, ties into my analogy, Jared Punch. You're, like, salty how they handled the starters in ZA. See, to me, it's like, that's such a minor part of the overall experience of ZA. So, like, if you're getting, like, bent out of shape over that, that's, like, a bad sign, right? Like, that isn't something that should really be, like, getting you irritated. It's like one of those little things that is a sign of a bigger problem. Alright. We must be prepared for a truly incredible duel. A duel for the ages. You're over it and helped you find appreciation for Meganium. And see, that's the thing, right? Sometimes you just gotta, like, turn your brain off a little bit. I mean, I've found Pokemon in recent years that I like that I never would have imagined, and some of it's because of things like, or like, you know, just going outside your comfort zone and trying new things out. Dum Dum used snore while wide awake.
Work time.
Huh?
Work time.
But Haley, we need you here to vouch for your nickname.
I shall then turn you to Zeal shares, and that is my case.
Fair enough. Oh no!
Option is the only correct one. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good stream.
I'm not sure if she just made a kissing sound, a licking my face sound, or a grunt. I kiss you, swine. Alright, folks. I need everybody's help right now. I need a nickname for my Snorlax here. Haley wants the nickname to be Diabito, which is apparently a Family Guy reference, but I never watched Family Guy, so I don't know. That is Haley's vouch. What was my name? Didn't I have one that I was like, worst case scenario? Fatty? No, that wasn't it. Maybe it was that. Cartman? Majin Buu? Chowder? Chow King? You guys are terrible! There has been 0 solid nicknames here. Jeff? Munchlax? Oh my god. Why did I think chat could save this dilemma of mine? I could do sleepy time. Sleepy time. Alright, you know what? I will go with Haley's name for now, but if anybody comes up with a better name in the meantime, Dad, I am open to suggestions on Discord. I could always come back and rename it later. My problem is I think back in the day I had a nickname for Snorlax, but it was Big Bubba, and I already have Bulbasaur, so I can't really duplicate on the Bubba name. No, I saw Sleep Slap. I didn't verbally acknowledge that one. Gourmet guy. We'll stick to Diabito. Diabito. I will admit it is kind of a funny name. I just don't have like much of a personal connection to it because I never watched is it South Park or Family Guy? No, Family Guy. Chat, you're confusing me. You're like, I never watched South Park. Alright, before we do anything... Oh, the Cartman name was South Park? Gotcha. I need to make sure the nature isn't abysmal. Naive. That sounds terrible. Is it terrible? Where's my nature chart? I think I closed out of it. Minus special defense plus speed. You know, that is pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. I know there's another Snorlax, but I don't feel like going for it. Should I reset? Do we think Naive is too terrible? I think we reset. It's probably the worst nature you could get. Yeah, probably. I think minus attack would be bad, too. In a Pokemon randomizer, your Snorlax was a shiny Shuppet. Nice. Oh my goodness, it's a Snorlax! I should just call him me, because that's how I feel every day. Sleepy and fat. Problem is Snorlax is a pain in the butt to catch. Which is also just part of our problem here. And it has rest. And it has a Chesto Berry. And it one-shots me. I don't actually know what would put it in one strike range. You guys think Slash would one-shot here? No, it didn't even come close. Huh. It's a shame we got such a terrible nature out the get-go. It takes 4 slashes to get it into one shot. And you know what's even worse? I have a chance to crit here. I should probably be using a Great Ball on it. But I kind of like the idea of just using Pokeballs for all my main party. Alright, surely this one will have a better nature. Come on, Diabito. Alright. Maybe I should have left the Pokemon Party slot open. So that's how you get the leftovers? Yeah, that one I also read about recently. Alright, big money. Big money! Big money. Serious. That's a neutral nature, right? Yeah. Alright, we're good, We good! Is this the team you're gonna be using through the playthrough? I mean, maybe? Question mark? Alright, folks. It is time. It has been a good run. But it's time to say bye-bye, Butterfree. You go to the box. Alright, folks. It is time. New sidebar! Aw yeah, baby! You guys thought it was just a 6 Pokemon party. No. Extended team. That's right. There's still 2 more to go. I decided to do an extended team because if I didn't, I wouldn't have gotten my second Pokemon all the way to Vulpix. And I was like, there ain't no way I'm playing through the first, like, 4 gyms of the game with just Venusaur. Plus, I just like extended teams now. I think they're fun. That looks cool. Yeah, I worked pretty hard on it, not gonna lie. I spent a whole, probably hour working on it earlier today. Now, I have, like, a proper final party of 6. So, Butterfree, is technically, like, more or less benched from here on out. But, I may bring it back from time to time. I might not, like, leave it permanently on the bench. The last time I played Fire and Leaf Green, I actually ran an 8 Pokemon party, and I ended up keeping my 7th and 8th members relatively on pace with the rest of my squad. Oh yeah, you're right, give the leftovers to, Snorlax. Thank you for reminding me. Extended teams only work if you have lots of time or unlimited speed up. I didn't really have a problem when I played Fire and Leaf Green. At the very least, I think you can use early game Pokemon and then ditch them later, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. But also in the newer games, using extended teams... in the newer games, because of the new EXP share, extended teams are, like, super easy to use. Especially the games that are, like, very poorly balanced. Like, Oras, you could pretty much use 2 full teams of 6 and still probably be, like, okay on the level front. Alright, we're actually backtracking again. We're backtracking for 2 reasons. One, I keep forgetting to go get the bike. Believe it or not, I still do not have the bike. But the reason I think you can use 1 or 2 early game Pokemon that you later ditch is because the amount of EXP it takes to get from level 5 to like 20 is basically the equivalent of maybe level grinding in Victory Road for like 15 minutes. Like, it does not take very long to get a Pokemon from level 5 to 20. So if you're like using a Pokemon for like the first 20 to 30 levels, you're not really utilizing too much. You're not like sapping too much EXP. Are you playing the games wrong? You never feel over-leveled? One of the things I started doing is I like make sure I always battle wild Pokemon, because I feel like running away doesn't actually save you a ton of time. And I feel like that does a much better job of keeping me caught up on levels. But also, like, I'm willing to, like, spend a little time level grinding here and there. I think after today's stream, I'm almost for sure gonna do a little bit of level grinding. That way I can get Eevee and, Vulpix kinda caught up with the rest of the crew. Like, at least get them to level 30. Is that the most super of Skarmories on the internet, but now Mega? Imagine that. Hey, True Lycan, I feel like it's been so long, I barely remember who you are, but I do recognize your name. You must have did like an account switch or something, because your chat log only goes back 3 messages. What am I doing? Does anyone know what I'm doing? Oh right, Super Rod. Slowpoke. Slowpoke. Why? Oh, is Slowpoke psychic? For some reason, I actually did not know that. When we counted the cabbages on screen. No, I know you're an old schooler. I definitely remember your name. Alright, but what if we used Slowpoke on our team? Also, what if we catch everything in a Pokeball? No exceptions. Except for Safari Balls. Oops. Boink, boink, boink. Starmie next party member? What makes you think that? What makes you think that? Wouldn't Slowbro be a superior option? Doink, doink, doink. Only use standard Pokeballs. A great way to hate myself. But I don't disagree. You adore the derps. I don't blame you for that. Alright, big money, big money, big money. Lonely? Lonely? Is Lonely good? Minus defense plus attack. Nah. We could do better than that. Still the self-proclaimed idiot trying to catch everything. Hey, it was to catch legendaries in Pokeballs. I never said everything in Pokeballs. But yes, we always catch legendaries in Pokeballs. But also, yes, Starmie is our 8th Pokemon party member. I have never actually used, in my entire time of playing Pokemon, have I used Starmie on an in-game team. That's unfortunate. That I double crit and hit 4 times. However, me and Starmie go way back. Me and Starmie... I was talking about it on stream the other night. It was one of my Battle Frontier Pokemon. Like the OG Battle Frontier Pokemon. And Jules was actually the nickname that I gave that Battle Frontier Starmie. So, I figure it's a nice little throwback to my history. I imagine it would be awesome for a playthrough. Starmie's just OP. Insane special attack, it's just a good Pokemon. Didn't I also use Starmie during one of the Wi-Fi battle videos? I probably did. I would imagine one of the early Wi-Fi battles I was probably using Battle Frontier Pokemon. So, you are probably not misremembering. I totally forgot about that, by the way, but I would imagine you're right. That was probably before I had, like, Pokemon trained up for 4th gen. Ooh, level 25 would also be really nice here. Also, I just realized I didn't. Alright, I got it in my YouTube chat. There we go. If I level grind off stream, will I disable move animations? You know, I probably wouldn't have done that, but now that you said it, that sounds like a good idea. There's definitely gonna be some off-stream level grinding this week. I will need to do a little catching up for some Pokemon. I'll probably evolve Vulpix and Eevee off-stream. Oh, this one came with a Stardust. Naughty. Naughty! Naughty is minus special. What is this crap? What is this garbage? What? Who? Trash. Trash. This isn't Legend ZA. We can't use Mega Starmie. The Staryus aren't aligning in my favor. Boo! Security, get this man out of here. Get him out of here. Thankfully, Staryu is not rare in this game. Fun fact... Oh, this one's only a level 16er. I don't want to level grind all the way up from level 16. Fun fact, Staryu is probably the hardest Pokemon to find in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire from the Hoenn. Because it's the only Pokemon that has a really low catch rate, and you can't use the DexNav features to find it. It's 5% fishing, and that's brutal comparative to, well, any other fishing Pokemon. Does Mega Starmie have lowered special attack? You know, I don't actually know. I couldn't answer that question. Fishing doesn't benefit from the DexNav because there's, like, the shaking spots, right? Like, you get the spots that shake. And it's, like, really easy to just run around and get, like, the rare Pokemon to pop up on that. But since you can't do that via fishing... Tis a pain. Oh wow, I was kind of thinking I would do more damage there. I was like, maybe I could use this as an opportunity to do a little level grinding, but, this might also fall into the realm of cruel and unusual punishment. Of making you guys sit through this. Why is it so tanky? Stat buff across the board at minus HP. Yeah, that sounds about right. I really love Starmie, by the way. Despite the fact that I've never used it on an in-game team. It's usually because I always just prioritized Vaporeon. Or, like, in some cases I'd use Lapras. And then, like, if I wasn't using one of them, it was probably because I was using Blastoise, you know? But I do really like Starmie. It's just... It's Mega Evolution, man. Oof. It is an oof. Always liked Eevee more than Pikachu. I'm pretty sure that is like the most mild of mild takes. I like Eevee more than Pikachu. Maybe I should have just caught the level 15 and sucked it up. If I'm gonna level grind off stream, you guys won't be there for that torture. You like Raichu more than Pikachu? I am kind of indifferent. I like them both equally. But I'm sure Game Freak rues the day they ever made Raichu. Bro, where are all the Starmies at? Where are they? Where? By the way, where do you get the EXP share in this game? I thought someone said the rocket high. What the? But the rocket hideout was a lie. Oaks AIDS. Yeah, that makes sense. What are the odds of finding a Gyarados here? Was this something, like, rare that I just pulled off? Oh, I'm probably gonna one-shot it with this. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm pretty sure I caught a Pokemon already with a Great Ball. $5%? 5% isn't crazy. Yeah, I think we should opt for Great Balls here. Route 15 gate, second floor after catching 50 Mons. Well, at least we're only 10 Mons away, right? Actually, I probably need to update my number. I probably added like 2 or 3 more. What are we at? Oh, damn, we're cranking these numbers up. Okay, but can I get a Staryu now, please? I don't want a Krabby! I don't want a Krabby Patty, Mr. Krabs. I feel like if you catch a Krabby, you are legally obligated to, like, nickname it Krabby Patty. I guess that name wouldn't fit, though. Maybe you drop, like, one of the B's from Krabby. Or just call it Patty. True. Alright, level 23. We take those. We take those. Oh, my heart just skipped a beat. I'm like, wait, ain't no way. Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I guess you could call it Mr. Krabs. The funny thing is I have no clue where I got the name Money for Trico. Like, I have no clue where that name came from. I just know that, like, 11 or 12-year-old me came up with that name. Third time's the charm? It better be. Docile. Docile! That is a neutral nature. We'll take those. We take neutral. It's not great, but it's not bad. Also, I got another Stardust. Two Stardusts. Also a Rustberry. Alright. I could add Pokemon number 8 to my list. Our party is looking very full at this point. Am I gonna end stream? Yeah, I was thinking of continuing, but we're at a pretty good place to stop. And this gives me an opportunity to level grind off stream. And then continue on our way. I'm not gonna do like a ton of level grinding. I think I'm just gonna try to get everybody up to like level 30. That way everybody feels relatively caught up. Someone said Koga's got like level 40s, right? That could be a little spooky. Level 37, 37, 39, 43. Oof. Yeah, maybe I'll do like level 32. Maybe we'll do a little extra level grinding. Because I'll obviously get some levels between here and Fuchsia, but yeah. Peace out then. I didn't say I'm ending right this literal second. Hang on. Everybody ready to just cut out of here? Do you guys even like me? You're just like, bye, Ian. Good riddance. Alright, Sandslash is level 32, so we'll put him on the bench. This is my Docile. Alright. I think this is looking pretty good. Alright, you guys good if I evolve my Pokemon off stream? You won't be offended if I do that? Haley would be offended. She'd be like, you leveled up off stream. I was trying to keep up with you. How dare you? Go ahead. I might try to work on the Pokedex a little bit off stream too. Like, I'm sure there's some things here that we could probably pick up. Maybe not a ton, though. Eh. Alright, well, regardless, it's a good place to leave off. Yeah, I think I am going to call it here for the day. It was a solid stream. I hope everybody enjoyed. I should be back next Friday, no problemo. We'll do more Fire Red Leaf Green. I had a lot of fun with Yakuza After Hours. I'm probably going to play that game more off-stream this week, assuming I have time. But maybe we'll do that for After Hours again next week. And then, yeah, hopefully we can make a little more progress in Fire Red. I feel like we've been kind of a little sluggish lately. It was nice to drop in again. You're gonna come back, right? Right? You're not just gonna stop by once and then be like, alright, that's enough Ian for the rest of my life. You'll be around? Alright, cool. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. This is gonna be it for tonight. I will see you all on Friday. May your Pokemon sparkle. And your cabbages not be cursed. Peace out.